doing today? Happy Thursday. Y'all doing all right? Welcome to my channel, Georgia Girl, Every Woman Wellness. And I am your host, Georgia Girl. Today is Throwback Thursday, y'all. And I was just trying to think of something to talk about today. So today I said, why not talk about food? I know everybody in the chat or whoever come in the chat. I know you had a food that your mom used to cook. You didn't like to cook. You didn't like to eat the food, but you knew it was healthy for you. Name something in the chat that you used to eat as a child, and you know it that now as an adult. You didn't like it as a child, but now as an adult, you know it was good for you. Some of the vegetables and fruits I didn't like. But one of mine was squash. How many of y'all like the squash? I just couldn't get that squash, y'all. How many of y'all ate squash in the chat? It was just something about squash I didn't like. And then one particular day, I had an aunt to cook some squash. She didn't tell me it was squash, right? It was like she had to put some cheese in it. She had to put some onions, and she had made a casserole. And I'm thinking it was something else. I was thinking it was something else. And I found out after certain people can cook casseroles and different things where, they'll fix it up where you really can't tell what it is. And after my aunt fixed that casserole, I'm like, I thought it was something else. She said, this squash, right? And I'm like, what? So how many people in the chat like to eat squash? Was it good? It was okay. I still, as an adult, I still don't like squash. But squash is very healthy. It got good health benefits. Uh, and I know a lot of children don't eat it, but did you have a food that, as a child or as an adult, that you just don't like? You can name a vegetable or a fruit. You can put it in the chat. Name a vegetable or fruit that you just don't like, even though you know it's probably healthy, but you just didn't like. It's good to see everyone. I hope everybody had a good Thursday. It's been another hot day. So one of mine is squash. It did, it have all those seeds in it. You would think a squash is a fruit, but it's really a vegetable. So they said the health benefits of squash is it helps with your blood sugar, lower cholesterol, anti-inflammatory. Hey Matthew, how you doing? Today I'm just talking about as a child, what was some of the foods that you just couldn't eat? Even though your mama would cook it all the time, she would say, you gonna eat this because it's healthy. So you didn't like okra? Wow. Okra is good. Okra is good. I like to put okras and peas, and that's what I had Sunday. The other week I had like some peas and butter beans, and I put my okra in there. So I said one of my foods is squash, but we know all of these vegetables and fruit does have healthy benefits, but we just couldn't get it as a child. And as we get older, some of the things our parents would tell us, look, this is good for you. We probably see now as an adult, we should have ate more squash. We should have ate more okra. You said ham, steak, and baked eggplant. Ooh, that's what you like? You like you like that? That sounds good, and that sounds good. Hey, y'all, Mahan, welcome. Yeah, that's what I was talking about today, about foods that we knew was healthy as a child, but we just wouldn't eat it. Like one of the foods I didn't like was squash. And as now I know squash have good health benefits. It helps you with the antidepressant. It helps you with your heart, anti-cancer. A lot of foods does have health benefits. So these are some of the things I'm just talking about today. Miss Key says she don't like okra. You know, a lot of people say how okra be looking after you cook it. I like my okra fried, Miss Key. You ever tried to eat the okra fried? If you eat the okra fried, you might like it. You could put some meal or, hey Jet, how are you doing? Today I'm just talking about foods and foods. Name some of the food as a child you know your mom tried to make you eat, and as an adult you try to say, well, I know I should have been eating this as a child. My mom used to try to give me this, and I know it's healthy. And I was just saying, I didn't really like squash. And you know, after my aunt cooked the casserole, it tasted pretty good. But I don't cook squash, but squash has good health benefits. Miss Key was saying she could never get that okra. But Miss Key, you need to try doing the okra and put some meal on it and fry it. And tell me how you like it. And Matthew just said he like ham, steak, and baked eggplant. Eggplant is one of the ones I couldn't get with that either. My mom used to eat eggplants a lot. I couldn't get the eggplants. I couldn't get those prunes. What else? I couldn't get those prunes. And you know, they say you drink prune juice, it'll help clean you out, it'll help you with your digestion system. And but I just couldn't drink it. I just couldn't drink it. Now I drink cranberry juice. Hey Frank, how you doing? Today I'm talking about some foods. You know your mom used to cook a dish for you, right? As a child when you was coming up, name something that you didn't like to eat, but you found out later on as an adult that it was healthy and it's good for you. Like squash. I never could get squash. I don't care how many times my mom used to cook those squashes. I just couldn't get it because it had a lot of seeds in it. And my mom used to just like steam hers. My mom used to steam hers. Grits? What? You didn't like grits as a child? Why? Y'all can connect with each other, drop each other links. Welcome in. We're just talking about some food trivia and things that we knew was kind of like healthy, but we just couldn't eat it. I like grits. Now I couldn't get that oatmeal at first. Oatmeal, and it was something else my mom used to cook. What was that stuff called? It looked like grits. I'm gonna name it in a minute. And my mom used to cook that stuff all the time. It's kind of like grits, in between like a grit and a oatmeal. Harmony might have been that. Matthew said the swatch recipe: snap squash, swatch soup, swatch fillet, uh, grass swash ice cream. I ain't never heard of that. Cream of wheat. That's what it was. I couldn't get that. I just couldn't get that cream of wheat for nothing. These are the things that Matthew was talking about, what you can eat with squash. Squash shrimp, squash mousse, squash beef, and squash dessert. Ooh. I gotta see how that look, Matthew. I have to see how that look. But squash is good. It get good benefits. Frank said, what did he say? I like it now with my eggs mixed. Oh, but you didn't like to eat them as a child. But you like them with your eggs. Yeah, they're good with eggs. What about the cream of wheat? What about the cream of wheat? I couldn't get that. I used to didn't like oatmeal. I used to didn't like oatmeal. But after I started, as I got older, I started to like oatmeal because you could put different things in oatmeal. You could put some fruits in it. Today I'm just talking about things as we was coming up that our moms tried to give us. You know, this Throwback Thursday, I be talking about different things like that. That's what this stuff called cream of wheat. cream of wheat. It's just like a cereal. It's you eat it like it. You can warm it. It looked like grits to me, y'all. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like grits. My mom used to love to cook that. That's what it is. It have good benefits. You help with your bones, calcium, and stuff like that. Another thing that I just couldn't get, y'all. I don't even like raisins. How many of y'all like raisins? When they used to have like oatmeal cookies at school, or they used to give us them oatmeal pies, and my mama would buy some, I pick the raisin out. I can't stand raisins. I cannot stand raisins. That raisin. Just name some things now that you just don't like. It could be a fruit, it could be a vegetable, but we try to eat it and we try to tell our children about it because they have good health benefits. You like chocolate raisins? Miss Key. Mm-mm. We got some raisins here now. And hold on. I just can't eat them things. I just can't eat them. We got some raisins here. Now look at that. They're good for snacks, but I just can't get it. I just don't get it. When I used to be having raisin cookies, I pick the raisin out the cookie. If I have like anything with raisin, like them sweet potato souffle, right? You know when you make soup a sweet potato souffle, sometimes you can put some marshmallow on them. Then you can sprinkle some raisin. I had to take the raisin out. We got my mother-in-law had gave my grandkids some. They'll play around with them, but one thing they will do, y'all, them raisin will give you a good cleaning up. They'll give you a good cleaning out. I'm just gonna say, some foods does have good beneficial. Raisin help. It helps you go to the bathroom. You eat enough of. I guarantee you eat enough of these right here. You gonna be going. You gonna be going. I just couldn't get those raisins, and I couldn't get those prunes. I could not get those prunes, and they said prune juice help. Prune. Prune juice. Prune juice help with constipation. I can't. I couldn't do it. My mom used to try to give us that stuff. Hey, Jaden, how you doing? Good to see you. We're just talking about some foods that when you was as a child you didn't like, but now you like as an adult. You know how your mom, you want to make sure you eat and make sure, like she can put broccoli on your plate, carrots, green peas. If you had your choice of vegetable, what would you choose? Carrots, green beans, or broccoli? Or you would want all three? Out of those three vegetables, if you had a choice, what vegetable would you pick? I think I would pick broccoli. I would pick broccoli. I like carrots, but I would go with broccoli. I'm not, or maybe green beans. Carrots, they are healthy, but I don't like them like that, but I will eat them. So which one out that category you would want, Frank? You would want the broccoli, carrots, or either the green beans. I like green beans too. Oh yeah, Miss Kid, I forgot you just like green beans. So how do you like carrots? All three of them does have good health benefits. I used to like broccoli, but as I got older, I started steaming my broccoli. I started steaming my broccoli. You could put cheese on it, or you could put some different things on it to give it a taste. I like to eat my broccoli steamed. You'll eat all three? Okay. So you love your vegetable, Frank. You like to eat vegetables. Name a, this is what we're going to do now. Name a fruit that you don't like. I don't like prune. Prune is a fruit, y'all. I can't get that. Ugh, that's nasty. Now, if it asks you name a fruit, name a fruit you don't like. It can be anything. And I don't like cantaloupes. I like the smell of cantaloupes, but I don't like to eat them. Prune, cantaloupes. Let me see, it's another one that I just don't get. Figs. Yeah. I tried to eat those figs because my mom and my grandmother, they used to take those figs and make jelly. They used to take those figs to make jelly. And right now today, those figs cookies, my mom loved them. I hate to say it, y'all. Those cookies taste like they got dirt in them. I'm sorry. I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't get the fig. And I like the way they smell. I like the way the cantaloupe smell. But I just there was a man in the store the other week, right? He was saying, "You want to taste this cantaloupe?" And I knew that I didn't like it, but I liked the smell. I could never get cantaloupes. Honeydew? You don't like honeydew? Frank, is that a fruit that you doesn't like? Is there a fruit you doesn't like? I know everybody love bananas now. I love bananas now. You know, bananas are good for you. I love apples. I love grapes. I love all of those. Today I'm just doing like a food trivia. Just trying to see what do y'all still like as an adult. Some of the things that you liked as a child that you still like as an adult. We have the oranges, we have the apples, we have the lime, we have the kiwi, and the pomegranate. How many of y'all know what pomegranate is? I like the pomegranate too. It's kind of like a sweet sour. The pomegranates are like a sweet sour fruit, and I can remember it be like in a hard shell, and once you open them up, you love most fruits. Some of my favorites are strawberries. I love strawberries. Lemon. You know I love my lemon because I drink lemon water in a minute. Lime. I have to put some lemon and lime together. Lemon and lime. That's a good combination. Um, I used to didn't like coconut water, but how many of y'all like coconut water? I started drinking it. It's good. Coconut water is good also. There are different things you can get, and you don't even have to add sugar with it. Coconut water. Like I like to mix a lot of fruits together, like apples, strawberries, oranges, and you could just make a detox drink like that. You know, if you want to eliminate the sugar and stuff like that, that'll be something good to have. Hey, Bud Files, how are you? We were just talking about some of your favorite fruits and vegetables. The fruits we was talking about, what are some of the fruits you eat now, and the vegetables I was talking about, what are some of the things that your mom used to try to tell you, you got to eat this because it helped you. You know, some people were saying they don't like okra. I like, how many of y'all like cabbage in the chat? I think everybody eat cabbage. Y'all know cabbage have good health benefits. Cabbage, turnips. But I just couldn't get those squashes, y'all. I just couldn't get those squashes. And my mom used to cook squash all the time. I mean, all the time. She's be like, y'all gonna eat anything. I mean, Mama, can we eat something else? But she's love an eggplant. And let me tell you one other thing I like too, y'all. Fried tomato, those green tomatoes. How many of y'all eat fried green tomatoes? I love some fried green tomatoes. And if they don't be cooked right, you can tell the difference. Miss Key, I want you to try the okra, fried okra. You'll probably like that. Miss Key says she don't like okra, so. But a lot of people like to get theirs fried. Try frying it, and you might like that. These taste pretty good. Let me show you something. Okra does be slimy. I guess that's probably why Miss Key don't like it, because I like to have mine boiled. I like to eat my okra boiled. And they does be a little slimy, but they good. Very healthy, very healthy. I'm just talking wellness today, and I was just thinking about something to talk about back in the day. I can remember my mom used to plant. Hey James, how you doing? I can remember my mom had a garden, and how we used to have to go out there and pick those peas and okra off the bushes, right? And those okra used to be some hard things to try to peel. But I love okra. I was just asking people in the chat about what kind of vegetables and fruit they like, and they were just putting in different things. You been doing okay, James? Do you like your fruits and vegetables? Name a fruit that you like. Bud Files, name a vegetable you like, and name something you don't like. See, I was brought up with okra. My mom used to have a field of okra. They used to have a field of corn when they was doing their gardens. And see, that's how my grandma now used to. They didn't hardly go to the store. They used to raise all their stuff. They used to have corn, okra, tomatoes. Like my dad. My dad have a garden also. And see, back then you could enjoy. Back then you could enjoy your things you grow. Cause we know food prices are so high now. You get you a good garden. Like I see a lot of channels. I'm black and white. Hold up. I see a lot of channels does do gardening. That's one thing I just didn't have a niche to do. I'm trying to get myself all black and white. I don't know where that come from. There you go. But salute to the ones that are out there doing the gardening. Like my dad, he always have had a garden. Hey Rebecca, good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I have my days, that's just something I deal with. I just have to keep it moving. I don't let it get me down. I thank God daily for giving me the strength to be able to keep moving. I was just talking about fruits and vegetables you used to eat as a child. Your mom used to cook. You didn't like it, but she would always tell you're going to have to eat that. It's healthy. Can you name something that you like to eat now, like a fruit or a vegetable that you like to eat? I'm just doing some wellness talk, just talking about things that are healthy and things that are good for you. And our kids love that macaroni and cheese, y'all. I think every child like macaroni and cheese or corn. But my granddaughter, I'm telling you what my granddaughter like. We have to try to make her eat vegetables. Only thing she wants is French fries. And I'm like, girl, you need to stop eating all them French fries. She might eat some French fries and she might eat a piece of chicken. And I be saying your vegetables are good for you. I like fresh peas. I like getting fresh peas out the garden. There was a store I was in the other day, and they had got those fresh peas out the garden, and they looked so good. And they cost too because people have shelled those. Hey Tamika, how you doing? I'm just talking about some wellness, talking about some vegetables and fruits that when we was coming up, We know those fruits and vegetables was good for us, but back when we was children, we like, oh, I don't want no carrots. Oh, I don't want no green beans. But we know as an adult that those vegetables was healthy for us, and we try to teach our children to eat more vegetables and maybe put some of that sweet to the side. I have a habit. I have to tell my granddaughter all the time. She won't eat no vegetables. So do y'all have a favorite vegetable or fruit that y'all like to eat? Or do y'all have something that y'all just can't eat? Like I told y'all I didn't like squash, I didn't like prune, I don't like figs, and I don't like raisins. Ugh. But those grandkids, these are good snacks though. Right, don't talk about no pig feet. Don't talk about it. But then Key gonna come in here and talk about them chitlins. Um, my husband had a fit last weekend. I know y'all see my video. I had to cook him some pig feet. You know, these right here make good snacks. These raisins, but I just can't get it. I just can't get them. So you can't stand no pig feet as a duck. So your parents used to cook pig feet when you was coming up. You know how I used to like them pig feet, Frank? You know how they used to have the pig feet in the jars? You know, what they call them? Pickle pig feet or something like that. I don't want to see them that much now. But I used to like them like that. Mickey, Mickey don't come here and talk about no chitlins. If you don't, now I'm not going to tell y'all now. If you eat pig feet, you might well eat the chitlins. Because they still part of the hog. You don't like squash either. Now, rutabagas. You don't like rutabagas? They good. I love real rutabaga because, to me, rutabagas remind me of a cabbage. I don't know why. It seemed to have that taste, but it all in that same group. Rutabagas and cabbages in the same family. They have that same, to me, have that same kind of flavor. It's then again, rutabagas are kind of sour a little bit too. My grandma now used to put sugar in theirs. How many of y'all put sugar in your collards? I tell you, I don't put sugar in my collards, but I like when my mother-in-law cook hers. When my mother-in-law cook her collard greens, she put sugar in her collard green. How many of y'all do that? I like to eat my greens and turnips just natural. You know, I might add a little. You don't like sugar in yours? I used to didn't either, but I don't cook mine that way. But a lot of people, like my mother-in-law, when she cook hers, they be tasting good. And no kid be like, Grandma, why you ain't put no sugar in your greens? I told them, I said, look, y'all can put y'all own sugar in them. I like eating my greens like fresh. I like getting that green. You know how green tastes, right? Yeah. But these are the rutabagas. I love these. My husband don't eat them. My husband don't eat them. If I buy rutabagas, y'all, I have to just buy them and cook them for myself. They're like real hard. It's like they have a hard shell, like, right? And then you peel them and you boil them just like they are cabbages. So they kind of remind me like cabbages. So they're real healthy also. Mickey, sugar don't belong in those right there, but girl, they swear that be some good eating, Miss Key, when they add sugar and stuff. Lips chap. Frank said, hold on. Frank said, I don't eat neither one. Pig feet or chitlin. I don't. Maybe I didn't like the smell. Yeah, they smell, Frank. I hate to say it. Those chitlin does smell, but a lot of people, like my husband, I tell you, he's a country man. He be want them. and they be smelly. But you know that's pork. That is pork, and I put vinegar in them, and but I love some rutabaga. Ooh, I might want to get me some of these for Sunday. But my husband, he won't eat them. And I hate to be cooking like a whole big pot or something, because those kids don't eat it either. So Tamika says she don't like squash and rutabaga. McKeith don't talk about them chitlin. And Frank said he don't like the smell. They do smell, but a lot of people put onions in theirs. They put potatoes. They put the potatoes in them. You don't like them either, Tamika? You don't like them either? Well, these are rutabagas right here, y'all. It is like they're very nutritious. Like I said, they're like me when you have like, cause I have to eat. I'm supposed to eat more food with fiber. When I get my colonoscopy show that I need more food with fiber. And sometimes I might pick up a rutabaga. I might pick up something that got fiber in it. That'll help your stomach. So rutabagas are a hearty vegetable packed with fiber, vitamins, and antitoxin. They can help prevent weight gain. They have compounds that help fight inflammation, prevent premature aging, and potassium. So rutabagas are good. It's a good vegetables. But give me a good plate of collard greens. Maybe have me a little piece of meat in it and a little piece of bread. I'm good to go, y'all. I'll be good to go. Oh, and I don't like chili either, sir. Big Key don't like them either. I showed Big Key some I had cooked for my husband. Big Key talking about, what is that? Big Key said, why it look like that? She said, why do they look like that? Let me show y'all. Why Big Key goes say, ugh. I used to see my grandmother there clean. And I don't know if y'all know what a fresh hog smell like. Woo. If y'all know what a fresh hog smell like, oh my God. Imagine what a fresh hog smell like. Because my grandma now used to raise hog, right? They used to raise hogs. And they used to, we used to go out there and feed them. And they was stinking too. They was stinking. But my grandma now had like 2 or 3, maybe about 4 or 5 hogs. They used to have a pen out there, right? And they used to go out there and feed them. They was raising hogs because after they got a certain size, they would kill them. And I would see my grandmother hang, I'm a country girl. I used to see them get the hog, tie the hog feet together, right? They would tie the hog feet together and hang them from I would say, they would put them on a hook. They would put the hogs on a hook and they would they'll pull the skin off that hog. And that's how you get your pork skins, y'all. How many of y'all eat pork skins? Just remember, they come from a hog. They pull that skin off, and my grandmother used to be like, they'll take that skin and put them in a pot. And I'm a pretty country girl. They used to take that skin from that hog, put them in a pot, and they would let them cook. Because, skin have its own grease. And they would put them in like one of those big old black pots. And they'll stir and they'll get crisp. And that's how they make pork skins. I know some of y'all know what pork skins are. Usually I feel bad now as a adult doing that. What, Frank? My mother would give me pig feet. Frank, for real? My mother would give me pig feet. I would throw it. Frank, Now, you used to throw them on the floor. What if that's all you had to eat? Like a lot of people, I'm finna show y'all some. I like chitlins, but I can't eat. You can't eat too much pork, cause that pork eventually will get that blood pressure up. But you can prepare them, and you don't have to. You can have it where. Okay, this one right here. My husband love them. I'm like, man. And you know what? You can't buy these things in the store. You cannot buy them in the store now. If you want to buy some hot pork, hot chitlins, you're gonna be at about about $30 at the most now. They used to be like $5 a bucket. That's what they look like. I love them. I love them, but I don't want to clean them. And I cook them for my husband, but this how they look, y'all. Look, Mickey. Oh, this is what hot chitlins look like. A lot of people like to eat them with hot sauce, vinegar. They put onions in them. We know this pork, right? A lot of people can't eat pork. This just on my computer. Now, I haven't cooked none since last year. I cooked some, I think it was Thanksgiving. And I know when Thanksgiving come up. Now I like pulled pork. You know pulled pork come from the hog too. I tell y'all, a hog got everything. You hear me? A hog have everything. If you like pork, a hog got everything. They got those pork chops. They got those sausages. They got those pig ears, those pig feet, those, oof. They got everything that you want. If you get a hog, I think you got your pride. And my grandma know they raised hogs. And we didn't really, my mom didn't really have to go and buy a whole lot of stuff out the store, because what they would do, they would raise the hogs and they would get everything from the hog and store them like in a meat house. You know those, back in the day they used to have like meat houses where they hang meat, where they can hang the ham. They would hang the fat meat, because all that stuff that they got in the stores now, they used to raise all of that. I don't know if people still raising hogs. I don't know. I know they used to do back in the day, because I knew I grew up with my grandmama now killing 2 and 3 hogs at a time, especially when it came down to family reunions and things like that. That was your meat right there. They didn't never have to go to the store. They had their meat right there. They would store that meat, and they would put it in bags and boxes and containers, and whatever they get ready to want to pull out a slab of rib, they already have it. Because you could do it now. They used to do it where the meat would stay. You could hang it up and let it stay fresh. And then the next day or whenever you get ready to have a barbecue, they already been having season and everything. I used to see my grandma pull them guts out. I see y'all. I witnessed my grandmother pulling, like the inside of the hog. I used to witness her yanking it out. My grandma was a tough woman. I be like, how did she do that? How did she pull those things out like that? But they used to do it. And that was their way of providing for the family. Things are not the same now. A lot of people used to raise chicken. How many of y'all have eat chicken feet? My dad still eat them now. I used to didn't like them because I used to have to work in the chicken. That was when I was working at the chicken plant. I used to hate to see those little things, but they got those in the stores now. And my dad, he'll sit there and eat a whole plate of chicken feet. Some people like to boil them, but I be like, where the meat at? It don't look like they got no meat on them. How many of y'all know what chicken feet is? My grandma used to cut them. They used to grab those chicken, right? They used to get those chicken. I used to be like, Lord, they finna kill them chicken. They used to get those roosters and chicken where they used to raise. They used to raise the chicken, right? And they'll like when they get ready for them to kill the chicken, they would take those chicken and they'll wring the chicken neck. Or either they'll take one of those things. I mean, I'm like, oh my God. They used to be so brutal. But that was their ways of providing for families, you know. People raised their stuff. These days, people wish they had those chicken and hogs because things are so high. Things are so high now. I know a lot of people still raise chicken. A lot of people still raise eggs. You can get fresh eggs and they get those ducks and goats and things like that. And I ate some goat before. I ate some duck dressing before. That's good. Anybody in the chat ate any duck dressing? My aunt, ooh, she used to throw down on that. I mean, you could tell the difference between chicken dressing and duck dressing. It have its own flavor. But yes, the chicken feet. People still eat these things. My dad eat them. And I be like, where's the meat? What are you eating? What are you eating when they eat chicken feet? This is what the chicken feet look like. And they sell these in the stores. They sell these in the stores. Just like this. And you'll be like, They take these, some people boil them, put onions on. I have my dad, he boiled them, put onions on them, and make a meal. Do you see these right here, Miss? You know what this is, Miss Key? Do you eat pig feet? I mean, it's these chicken feet right here. You probably say, Big Key, you probably said, those chicken feet got nails, ain't they? But I used to work, and they used to pick the feathers off, and we used to have to pick the feathers off the chicken feet, and they would go through this water, they'll clean them, and then they'll pack them. And you actually see these in the store, and they be buying them, and people buy them and eat them. You'll be surprised what people had to do back in the day to provide for their families. You know, the things that we got now, our parents didn't have to go through all the stuff we go through now. You know, back then, yeah, they had taxes on food and groceries, but now the groceries, ooh, you buy grocery now, you gonna get taxed for everything. You go in the store and buy a gallon of milk. A gallon of milk now already by what, $3, almost $3. You go at least pay about $3.20, or it gonna be some taxes added to it. And back then they had taxes, but they wasn't as bad as the taxes now. And grocery, those taxes are going up and up. You know, I like to shop at Piggly Wiggly, but ooh, can't hardly buy food these days. So if you're a farmer, shout out to you, because a lot of farmers are still harvesting, like the ones I see a lot of channels on YouTube, or they do a lot of gardening. Shout out to ones that do their gardening, and they can grow things that they can cook. My husband usually have a garden. He mostly would plant like tomatoes, corn, peppers. He do little small stuff, but he ain't mess with it this year. He didn't mess with it this year. But gardens are good to have. That could be something you can grow your own food. I never got into gardening. I wished I could though. I'm not a green thumb. I don't do the flowers. I might plant a flower every now and then, but I'm not a green thumb. I just don't get out there. I see how Miss Patty be doing her garden. I see a couple more people on YouTube got garden. I see how they really take time to grow that stuff because that's something they can eat. But yes, I was just bringing things to y'all about how things have changed over time with vegetables and fruits. You really can't just go in the store and get different types of fruits. You gonna pay something like them kiwis. I like kiwis. I like to make smoothies with kiwis. I like to do the melon. You like the melon? I think Mickey said she don't like those. They are taxing us because of the C word. Oh, okay. And Biden got it now, Frank. It's still out there. The C word is still out there. I just saw the news where they said he got tested again. And like some people, like one of my friends, she have had COVID about 3 times. About 3 times. That's why I said it's still out there. When I was dealing with that cold last week, I was like, woo, Lord. I know mine was mostly allergies, but a lot of people are getting those shots. I didn't get the last shot, but I did get 2 of those C shots. I prayed about it before I got it. My doctor had wanted me to get the other shot. If you have ongoing illnesses, they want you to get. She told me it's be time for me to get the flu shot. And then 1 year I did take the flu shot, and I still ended up catching a cold. But I have had the flu shot before. So how many of y'all take the flu shot? How many of y'all take the COVID shot? I did do 2 of the COVID shot, but I prayed about it. Ooh, I really did. But it's still out there. Sometimes it's best to still just stick a mask in your bag just in case, because especially when you being around a whole crowd of people, like when we had went on my vacation, we know a lot of people was out there at that beach. And nobody had no mask on, but I kept mine in my bag. It's good to keep your hand sanitizer. You can get those traveler size hand sanitizer, and you can also get those masks and just have it in your bag, like if you're traveling. Just take it's best to be safe than sorry. Like they always say, keep washing your hands because it's still out there. It's still out there. I thought one time I had it, but it always turned out to be allergies, and it turned out to be like flu. Like I never had the COVID, but there have been a lot of people that did, and they're still catching it. What has everybody been doing today? What has everybody been doing? Tomorrow I'm gonna be going live through StreamYard. I haven't did StreamYard. I haven't did a panel in a while. People can come up and share some things if they like to. So I'll be having like panel talk tomorrow. Gonna be positive talk. Anything that I put on my channel, I try to uplift. I'll never try to tear no one down. And today I just thought I could talk about some wellness when it comes down to our vegetables and some of the things that we used to turn our nose at turn out to be some things that could help us, like the squash. I never could get it. I know that it's healthy. It does have good health benefits. I used to didn't like pineapples. But I started liking pineapples. I used to didn't like pineapple when I was coming up. It's just like I just didn't like that taste of it. But after I started eating pineapples, as I got older, I started to like them. But I used to didn't like pineapples. Now I sit here, do pineapple water, either I get me a bowl of pineapple and I eat them like that. But yeah, pineapple was one of the ones I used to didn't like. I love lemon. Lemon does have good health benefits. I sit here and drink a whole, all week I could drink lemon water. No sugar, just straight lemon and water. It does have good health benefits too. So I just wanted to welcome everybody in the chat. It was good to see everyone. I've been doing pretty good today. My treatments are going pretty well. You know, I still have those aches, but it seems like the medicine's starting to help out. I've been on that different medicine for the last, going on, this'll be my second week on it. I just gotta do now is go see what they gonna do about this flood on my knee. I don't know if they gonna drain it. They might have to put a needle in it and drain it out. But other than that, I'm doing great. I don't know if y'all seen my dad on my community wall. He had took some pictures, and I just wanted to share with y'all his pictures. He looks so good, y'all. You know, he's cancer free, but you know he still have to still take medication, but he don't have to do any more treatments. I thank God for that, and he's doing well. He's doing well. And other than that, things are going pretty well over here. You know, I'm still working on those watch hours. I'm still trying to keep moving forward. I'm continue to be putting out this positivity, trying to uplift myself along with others. I have been sharing affirmation all week. In the morning time next week, I probably do something different. We will start the challenges back up. We're gonna start the challenges back up. No, girl, I used to like pineapple. Like I just didn't. Ooh, I just couldn't. You dropped the by Bob Newhart. What happened to him? Put it in the chat. Let me look at it. Put it in the chat. If y'all got something y'all want somebody to see, put it in the chat and let's go over there and show some love. Let's give some comments. What happened to him, Frank? Did he die? Wow. I used to like Bob Newhart. Yes, we will be starting the challenges back up. We just taking like a little break right now. We got some new things coming up that we like to interact with other YouTube creators, and we'll be doing that starting August the 12th. I forgot how many Key got it wrote down. We've been working together trying to do things to help with the community out here, help to uplift others along with ourselves. If you got something you want someone to see that you did today, you have the opportunity to put it in the chat. Okay, let me see what you see. Let me see. I'm going on my computer and see. I just saw the link. Okay. What happened to him, Frank? I'm finna see. Uh, you did it in a short. I know Miss Key did something this morning. Y'all check that out. Okay, just looking at it on my computer. Hold on. Okay. Oh, he died. Wow. I'm not letting it. I got it on low. I'm not gonna show it. 'Cause, you know, YouTube. So you know. But I'm looking at it now. I remember him. He played. Oh, he had Bob Newhart show. Okay. I remember him now. Okay. Yeah, I remember this guy. Wow. How old he was, Frank? I'm looking at your video, but I got it on low because I didn't want it. He was he was a trip too. I used to watch this show, Bob, with Bob Newhart. Yeah, I used to watch that. They probably gonna be showing all his stuff today, right? I think his show still would come on Me TV, wasn't it? Was it still coming on Me TV? Oh, okay. I know this other girl. Hey, Living for Jesus, how you doing? Oh, how are you doing today? Are you feeling better? 'Cause I know you was saying them hot flashes was putting something on you. I was just talking about fruits and vegetables that we used to eat as a child that we knew supposed to be healthy, but we just didn't like them. And right now we just talking about what people done did on their channel. You good? That's great. Did you have a vegetable or a fruit that your mom tried to cook or give you as a child and you still eat today, but you really didn't like it, but your mom was like, you gonna have to eat it now. And I was saying squash was one of the ones I didn't like. I didn't like squash. I didn't like your cat just gave birth. Wow, how many do they have? Wow. And Frank Joe show. I'm looking at Frank video on my computer now. Leaving him a comment. You can see it in my chat if y'all want to go over there. Bob Newhart died. Y'all probably know him. He was an actor. He did a lot of comedy. Thanks for sharing this, Frank, because I hadn't even know. I know the girl that played on 90210. I know this girl died from cancer. She had been fighting for a while. So living for Jesus, did you have a vegetable that you just don't like? Or do you have something like a vegetable or fruit you know it's good, but you just can't eat it? Like prunes and raisins. I can't stand that. Ugh. Those kids, they snack on these raisins, but they'll open them up, right? And half of them be like, they'll just like, sometimes they'll sprinkle them on some people put raisin in their oatmeal and stuff like that. But I just couldn't get this one. I don't like. I just couldn't get it. Even though these are healthy. Raisins are healthy, but I just couldn't get into it. Even as a child, I couldn't get into it. So Frank put out a short earlier about Bob Newhart. He died today, July the 18th. I don't see how old he was. Y'all go over there and give Frank a thumbs up. He put it in his short. No, I grew up poor. I ate with my grandmother. Girl, tell me about it. That's what I was telling. That's what I was saying. Some of the things that our grandmas tried to offer us, we didn't have no choice but to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Because this what they had. This what they had to offer. Because they raised a lot of stuff. They had pear trees. They had fig trees. They had peaches. And my grandmother used to go and can all of those. Now I loved it when she canned those peaches. But the figs, I don't like the way they feel in my mouth. I'm sorry. Figs are good and they are healthy. But it's just like I just couldn't get that fig. To me, it tastes like, I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all probably eat figs, but it tasted like it had dirt in it. I'm sorry. That's just how it tasted to me. But yes, my grandma used to fix up those canned goods. The only two foods I did eat, a lot of people said pig feet and head hot cheese. For real? My grandma had that head hot cheese, girl. Ooh. You made her. She used to take that head hot cheese and we used to get those crackers. Miss Key just put a video up. Let's see what she been doing today. Y'all go over there and get her a thumbs up. So you didn't like those pig feet. Early in my chat said they don't like pig feet. I told him you love pig feet. My husband loving y'all. He wants some more. I had cooked some on the weekend. He wants some more. You want some more on? You don't want no more? You ate too many on? Let's see what Miss Key been doing today.
Bear Day 20.
Who?
No call.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know. Okay. Miss Key did some food moment this morning. Y'all go out there and check out her video. She was just showing some different foodie moments. Something to make you hungry there. Hamburger and fries, hot wings, fried chicken, woo, tacos. Okay. Now I love salmon, y'all. Ooh, that's look like some salmon. Ooh, I love myself some salmon. I used to love the way my mama used to make her salmon. I was trying to duplicate and try to make some like her. But it ain't like the way my mama used to make it. But I have made some. But I like the way my mom used to make her salmon. I used to see her in there stir them up. At first, I thought I wasn't going to like them, but when she used to cook them, I'm going to tell you one of the favorite things my mom always used to cook too, chicken and rice. Well, as I got older, y'all, I used to say, I don't want no more chicken and rice. My mom used to, and then those dumplings. But like Living for Jesus said, back then, we didn't have no choice but to eat what that was there because, like I said, the inflation was back then. Food was high, but they're not as high as they are now. That's why I tell my kids, like when they have birthday parties now, we used to be going to no Juicy Crab and Pizza Hut, and we used to have like you cook chicken and rice once. My mama used to cook it all the time, and I used to just like I just after I got older, I didn't want to eat it that much, but chicken and dumpling, I used to see how my mom used to roll those dumplings up. But that's why I tell my kid, they lucky. We didn't have no birthday parties. We didn't have to go out. We didn't go out for our birthday parties. We always had hot dogs, chips, juices, maybe a couple of cookies or something like that. These children now, they want to go to Juicy Crab. Lord, what they call it? My granddaughter be talking about Texas Steakhouse and all cheddars. I said, we need to get back. Like my grandson's birthday coming up. My daughter said she was gonna have like a pool party. I said, you need to have some hot dogs, get them kids some fruit juices, maybe some chips. They'll be just as fine. Do some little stuff like that. Maybe do some finger food. Cause I tell you, these children they are truly blessed. They are truly blessed that they are able to go to what that place called Red Lobster. Kids don't be want hot dogs at their birthday party, but when we was coming up, we didn't have a choice. Either you eat them hot dogs, maybe eat a beef patty, and go on about your business. Maybe get some of the little chips, and they'll have a little candy bag. You know about it. I said, y'all are blessed. I used to tell my grandchildren, what y'all want to do for your birthday? I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I want to go to this other place they like to go to. What is that place called? Hollywood Connection. Where they have those, where them kids be jumping on those different things. So I said, our children and the things these days, they are blessed to have some of the things that they have, and it's good to be able to afford some of the things for your children, but never put yourself in a position where, look, and you have to explain to your kids, look, maybe we can do it next time. Don't never put yourself in a position where you can't afford to do something. Explain it to them. Tell them, look, we'll probably do it on your next birthday. One thing about my kids, when they was coming up, I used to try to have them little parties. I used to get them a cake or get them cupcakes and maybe have a few kids over. But the thing about it, I did what I could, and I think I raised my both of my kids to be. I think they turned out to be pretty good. They both independent. They both want things. They want to have things, and I feel like me and my husband have did our job to have grown them up to go out and do something for yourself, have something for yourself, and that's what it's about. Teaching your children things, and if you're able to have them a better life than what you have, do it. But don't never have yourself where you about to get your lights cut off trying to get things for your children. I always tell my children we get the things they need. We don't try to get the things they want. And that's all of us. We're thankful to have the things we need. If you can't get what you want, be satisfied with the things that you got. Because there's a child out there that's lacking. There's a child out there that wish they had two and three pair of shoes. No? That's why I always talk about my childhood. I'm like living for Jesus. My mom, just like she was a single parent. My mom, me, and five brothers. My dad was around when he could. We got shoes when we was able to get shoes. We got clothes when we was able to get clothes. And the thing about it, my brothers was able to catch one another. Like one brother passed on to the sea. By me being the only girl, I didn't have nobody to pass me their clothes. Maybe I had relatives or somebody would just like give me something, but then if my mom got where she couldn't get me, I had a godmother that helped me along with my mom because they know my mom had five boys, and school time is coming up, school shopping time. I wonder if they gonna do that. Some states does have tax free. I gotta ask my daughter about that. There are some places where they offer tax free for when you get ready to go school shopping. They won't tax. They do it a lot in Alabama, and my daughter was saying about these school supplies. Woo! They have the list up in Walmart and different stores. They already got the list up now, and this is what I say too. Things are not like they used to be. Now you got to buy everything when you go to school. The pencil, the paper, the Kleenex, the hand sanitizer, the tissue, the soap. You have a whole list of stuff you have to buy for your children. I'm like, so what is the school doing? What are they offering? My grandson might say, I need to get me some pencils. I know, I think they still do this. Cause I know when we was going to school, they would sell your pencils, or they'll sell a couple of sheets of paper. But I gotta ask my daughter if they have it in tax. Some stores do the tax, school tax, where you can go in and get stuff and they won't charge taxes. I think that's good when they do that. At least try to give back to the kids, cause you already got to you know you already have to provide for them to have their school stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to see can I drop y'all links over here. Let's see. I wonder if I can do it from this computer. But hope everybody's staying cool. Frank and Miss Key both did something today. Living for Jesus. Do you be working on your channel? I'm trying to see. Do you be working on your channel? Let me go to your channel. What you been doing on your channel, Living for Jesus? Do you probably post on there? I'm just looking at your channel. Y'all can connect with each other, drop each other links. Oh, oh, you don't have anything on your channel, okay? Thank you, Living for Jesus, for coming support. And I'm over here looking at your channel, trying to see, do you be posting? Okay. But I want to thank y'all for coming in. I was just talking about things, how things was back then with the food, with like Live Jesus was saying back then we hardly didn't have choices to choose what we want. Like they can choose now. Now you can afford two and three side meals. And there were times in my household, if we get a couple of pieces of chicken, if we're able to get a piece of chicken and one side dish, that was a blessing. Especially when you growing up back in the 80s and 90s, man, you know, they were getting way different stuff. I can remember when they were, do y'all remember when they were getting away that cheese? I used to love that cheese. Everybody used to be talking about it at school. But yeah, everybody would have picked up their government cheese. I mean, they wasn't giving much. Like now, they do give away different stuff, different boxes of foods and stuff. But I remember that cheese. I remember that big old hunk of cheese. I mean, it used to be so thick, and we used to be glad to get it because we was making cheese toast and have that macaroni cheese. You see, that's what I'm saying. Coming up in back in the day, you was lucky that you was able to get a two-piece and a biscuit. You know what I'm saying? That's why we should never take things for granted. Should never take things for granted because God does give and He also will take away. That's why I thank God for the roof over my head, my family, friends, my children. Thank God for this channel also because I have met some amazing people over here. And I just like to thank the ones that take the time out their day and peep in on me. And, you know, I appreciate you so much. Let's see, tomorrow I got to do another affirmation. Then tomorrow evening, I'm just going to have open panel where people can come up and share some things, what they've been doing. We're just going to do some different topics tomorrow. Frank, I still haven't watched that movie yet because I couldn't get it on my TV. So maybe I get a chance to watch it because I wanted to do a review on it. But yes, I remember it was this store I used to go to, and I used to work at this one of these stores. I can remember my first job. My first job, I was working at a grocery store. I think I got my first job when I was in my junior year, and they weren't paying much. They were like, you can get some at the store and stuff like that. And I would always try to, if I needed to get something for my house, staying with my mom, I would. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, I was trying to get it on my TV. You got the TV on my TV. My son couldn't pull it up for some reason. Um, but I remember when I had my first job, when I was working at this grocery store, and the thing wrote. Let me see if it wrote. And back then minimum wage was about like what, $6 back then. $6 or yeah, maybe about $6. Minimum wage was like $6 back then. And I was in school, and every little change helped, but they all would also say, if they didn't have I have a smart TV. It's got it on there, but he couldn't connect it for some reason. I don't know what happened. I said I was gonna try again, um, but yeah, back then when I was working, the people that know me, they really know me, and they knew that I had brothers, and they knew my mom was doing what she could, so they would let me just get stuff out the store. I would just get a little grocery instead of just taking the money. I would just get a little grocery and take home to my family. At an early age, I knew how times was hard back then. At 16 and 17 years old, I knew time was hard. You know, that's why. Okay, I see. Can I download it? And that's why I say you can't take things for granted. If you have a place to stay, you have something to eat, you have family, be thankful. Be very thankful. Because things could be worse. Things could be worse. Yeah, I remember this old good meat cheese right here, boy. Frank, you remember that good meat cheese? That was some thick cheese. It was some thick cheese. They was giving it away. They was giving it away. And now I eat cheese, but I'm sorry. I was just saying, I was just bringing that to y'all. And I was asking y'all, do y'all remember that government cheese? I was like, everybody in the neighborhood knew they would get ready to get that government cheese. They'll come to school and talk about it. So they started this in the 1980s about the cheese. That was some good cheese. It was thick now. It was thick. That was a big cheese. But I just want to bring y'all some, just talk about some different things when it comes down to certain foods, and some of the foods we don't like is some of the foods that does be healthy. Um, I hope everybody enjoy the rest of their evening. Stay cool. I know they said it's supposed to be rain today, but we did not get any rain. Um, it's been hot today. What is the temperature? It is 92 right now. It's 92 right now. Tomorrow I will finish up my affirmations, and I will be doing a panel tomorrow. If anybody want to come up and um, share anything about themselves, anything like that. Frank, thank you for sharing that about Bob Newhart. I'm gonna go and look at it to see something. I know he did his own show, but he played on some more shows too. But I knew he had the Bob Newhart show. But I'm sure he's been around for a long time. Oh, you did one? You didn't put it out? Okay. Yeah, I want to look at it and just, pick maybe some parts out to talk about. That's what I'm going to do now. Go seek and I download it. And, I have read about it and I have seen some people get reviews on it. And I just want to put my own, I want to see for myself. But thank you, Frank, for coming in. It was crazy. Okay. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Miss Key. Thank you, Living for Jesus. Laura, what came in. Tamika. I'm not sure who else. But everybody that did come in today, thank you for supporting. Thank you for giving me that thumbs up. I pray y'all continue to have a blessed night. Stay safe. Stay cool. And always stay what? Prayed up. And until next time, bye bye.